Hello and welcome to the NBZ Experience. If this is your first time viewing, please remember to keep your legs and arse seated safely on the chair in front of your computer screen or mobile device, and of course be sure to wear headphones if available. If not, then they can be purchased from Amazon or any other participating retailer. Now, let us begin.
Well, I hope you're all strapped in, ladies and gentlemen, because it's a sunny day out there, and I have a plan, a master one might say, to take on this dude. So we have a game here. It's Mitchell, which I took on Twitter. As always, remember, I take battles on Twitter, so if you want to have one, you should probably follow me there. Just a little suggestion. But I'm using a Sun team. I basically put some stuff together. It's not particularly complex or, well thought of, but it's a thing, and it kind of works, and I had 3 battles with it, and I enjoyed them, and as a result, I think I might keep using it, so we'll see. Regardless, we should probably explain what's going on. So I lead off with Gudra, forces Nidoking to switch because it doesn't want to take on an Assault Vest thing, and he goes into Poliwrath, which, hit nicely on the switch-in, tries to sub up on me, but that is not going to work, because I definitely saw that the Dragon Pulse was doing a decent chunk, and would be able to eliminate a sub if he wanted to go for that, predicting my switch, and it works out beautifully, because I'm not afraid of Poliwrath. I resist his main form of stab and, Waterfall. I guess he could do a decent amount with the fighting move, but then he would be susceptible to Gooey, so I'd be able to be faster than him. So it was going good. I think Gudra was a good thing to keep in, and it worked. And he ends up switching into Roserade, which definitely a more specially defensive variant, as you could probably tell, takes a little bit of a chunk out, but not a huge amount, not something to be scared of. And he could easily stay in on me and go for the the sleep powder, but he makes a very nice switch, predicting me to go into either my Venusaur or to my Noctowl, which can easily take on the sleep powder, and doubles into Talonflame, which puts me in a horrible position because poor little Sophos is so great on this team, and he's done some good work. Unfortunately, gets crit Brave Bird and dies, so not too happy about it. But the good thing is that the Talonflame brought itself to a point where it is going to die from a Stealth Rock switch, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't have any Spinner or Defogger on the team, as far as I could tell. So as long as I get a Mamoswine, get up a Stealth Rock, then I will be good. Talonflame will be dead on arrival as soon as it comes back into the field, because it's less than 50% at this point. Now it goes back into Poliwrath, and it looks like I can probably take it down. I'm not sure what its investment was defensively. It looked more specially defensive from what Gudra did, but then again, Gudra doesn't have much investment, so I don't know. It just seems kind of bulky, but I was able to take it out with an Earthquake regardless, and then I'm even able to stay in here on this Kingdra because my Mamoswine, ladies and gentlemen, has the Focus Sash. Absolutely fantastic. Allows me to live the Surf, go for the Earthquake, thinking that I would be able to put it into a range where Ice Shard would kill, but I wasn't quite sure if I would kill with the Ice Shard at that range, because Kingdra takes hits pretty well. So I made the safer play, go into Gudra, and I'm thinking, he keeps going for Surf. Maybe he's choice locked, but very quickly gets rid of that Acetation as he Draco Meteors my Gudra. But ladies and gentlemen, Assault Vest on this thing is so unbelievably fantastic, because I take that like it would just a standard hit. It was really, really good for my gumpy little flumpy little marshmallow. So at an okay amount of health, I think Gudra is still valuable to me, so I'm going to keep it around for the later, have in the back pocket, just in case. And I'm going to go to Venusaur because obviously it's the best thing to take on Roserade. I don't have my Sophos anymore, so unfortunately my Noctowl, it can't switch in. Venusaur's the best thing, and this is a Venusaur which has been working out really well for me. Now, it's not Mega, because the Mega I'm running on this team is Charizard Y, because let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Charizard Y is a fucking bastard, and it's so broken and is unbelievably good, and that's why I gave it the Mega slot. Venusaur, however, operates a little differently. It's a defensive one, but it still has Chlorophyll, so it can abuse the sun to be outspeeding things and subseeding them and all that good stuff. Unfortunately for me, my opponent is carrying an Amoonguss and a Roserade, so it limits me to quite a big degree. The good thing I do have behind me is Hidden Power Fire. That's actually the only offensive move that this thing is carrying, but unfortunately there's no Sun Up to support it, so currently hitting the Amoonguss is not going to do a substantial amount. It's a decent chunk, considering that thing's really specially defensive, but I would like a bit more, like something else. I am really bulky, however, so I can take a Sludge Bomb with a sub. So the problem with Amoonguss, obviously, because I can't Sleep Powder it and I can't Leech Seed it, so the only thing I can do is Hidden Power Fire. I'm basically, performing the act that a wise man once said, never waste a good sub, and making sure I get off as much damage as possible. It also means that if he switches out and gets Regenerator, I'm kind of trying to minimize that as much as possible, so that he comes in and has less HP, and that good stuff. So at this point, I'm thinking, okay, I mean, I could do this all day, and it would probably be effective. I'd probably be able to take down Among Us, but he'd eventually switch out, and I might be in a bad position with Venusaur. So I'm going to be more proactive, go into Ninetales and try and get some offensive momentum going here. As long as he stays in and goes for like a Sludge Bomb, then I can force him out with the threat of any Stab Fire move in the sun. But he makes a double. And this is a point in the match at which I'm like, okay, it's going to come down to speed ties here because we are the exact same speed, 150 speed at level 50. Not 100, I have to check that on Cerebi because they have it in different columns. So here's the bad thing. I outspeed him first of all, but I leave him with enough HP to give himself a sub. Then on the second turn, he wins the speed tie, not only keeping his sub, but also having enough of an ability to kill me with Earth Power. So that kinda sucks a huge dick. The good thing, though, is that my Goodra, still at a very respectable amount of HP, I'll tell you what, is able to come in and take a hit, go for Dragon Pulse, knock out the sub, leaving Nidoking at the mercy, ladies and gentlemen, of a Mamoswine Ice Shard. And I tell you what, you never want to be at the mercy of a Mamoswine Ice Shard. Not any day of the week, because you're just going to lose. And Nidoking is in a perfect position to lose. So I'm going to go into Mamo, try and hit up an Ice Shard here, and he makes the play into switching to Talonflame, which is perfectly fine. It's going to die from Stealth Rocks and get rid of that thing from the field, and means that I have another kill to my name. So now Among Us is going to come in. The problem here is variation, because I have Icicle Spear, but I know that I need at least like 4 hits maybe to kill it. So I'm hoping that I'm going to strike lucky, get some good amount off, and I get 3, but unfortunately the super effective sign shows up, letting me know that I didn't have enough luck, and I'm going to be taken out by the Giga Drain. But the good thing is, I had such low HP that the Giga Drain isn't going to give him back a huge amount. Even if he switches out, Regenerator isn't going to get him back anywhere close to full. So I've weakened Among Us. I've weakened it to a great point, and I can now go into Charizard. Charizard, who will Mega Revolve before your very eyes. Look at him. What a beast. What a fantastic, incredibly amazing thing. And I am very, very capable of going for an Air Slash to take this thing out. Not going to risk it with the Fire Blast, because that could potentially miss and throw a spanner into the works. I'm going to be safe about it. And not sorry one bit. Now it goes into Roserade. Unfortunately, the problem is that I am going to be slower and I'm going to be susceptible to the Sleep Powder. So still having Venusaur in the back of my pocket and knowing that it's kind of key to keep this thing around to end the game, I'm going to go straight into it, take the Sleep Powder. I believe my only things left are actually Venusaur and Charizard. So I don't want to switch back to Charizard because clearly I can be put to sleep and then he can Sludge Bomb me a couple of times. I'll probably die. So Venusaur is really the thing which I need to keep around for Roserade. Otherwise, I'll be basically screwed. He ends up pulling the switch to Nidoking, which doesn't work because I end up being fully offensive and just going straight out for the hidden Power Fire. It didn't matter, actually, if I'd gone for something like the Leech Seed or the Sub, because the sun is still up, meaning that Venusaur's Chlorophyll is active, and I would have outspeed him on the following turn and been able to kill him with a Hidden Power Fire anyway. But now we get to a point where I don't want to switch because I'd be put to sleep with Charizard, and Hidden Power Fire is not doing a huge amount, but with Sun support, it's getting me there, and we're just in a bit of a bad situation because I can't put him to sleep because he's a Grass type. I can't Leech Seed him because he's a Grass type. He can't put me to sleep because I'm a Grass type. It's one of those situations where we have Pokemon doing functionally the same thing, and it's just a war of attrition, and I know he has Rest, which kind of sucks, but I'm hoping that he's going to be the bigger man and not go for it. Unfortunately, he ends up doing so, but he does take the bigger man step after this turn by realizing that there is no use and I could easily switch in Charizard. So he runs, forfeiting the game, but I would have been able to clear it up from there, getting the free switch into Charizard with a guaranteed 2 turns of sleep. I would have been able to kill Roserade very easily and simply. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, a battle with a new Sun team. I have a couple more with it, and I think I'm going to keep rolling because I like using it, and it is a good time. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like on the video, and I think if you can in the comments, let me know what you'd like to see from me on this channel. You know, I've been getting, far less views than I used to. Everything's kind of going downhill on this YouTube thing, and unfortunately, not many people are watching as they used to on my videos. It's kind of weird because I got my capture card, and after I got my capture card, my views started going down, which I don't really understand what that was. Maybe it was a mix of bad situations with the January drought and the January drop-off on YouTube in general, or what it was, but everything's kind of winding down, and I don't know. Let me know what you'd like me to see me do. I would like to do some more collabs with people. That would be good. So let me know if you have any people you'd like me to collaborate with on anything and all that good stuff. And I guess I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with me, and thank you for riding the NBZ experience. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.